We will continue our discussion on the food exchange system. Just as a disclosure, I am not an expert on the food exchange system. I will be going over the information from the Real Life Blue Book and from the My Day One book that is received when joining TOPS. As always, consult your physician before starting any type of eating plan. So, in the past few sessions, we learned about the basics of the exchange system. We looked at fruits, vegetables, free food, meat, and milk groups. So, tonight we are looking at the starch and fats. So, the first thing we'll look at is the starch group. So most of us refer to the starch group as carbohydrates. The starch may also include other nutrients as well. The starch list includes cereals, grains, pasta, breads, crackers, snacks, as well as cooked beans, peas, and lentils. A starch exchange is 1 ounce. Be sure to read the labels and serving size information. So try to choose whole grains or low fat when possible. Remember, many vegetables count as starches, such as corn, peas, potatoes, and sweet potatoes. A starch has 80 calories. It includes 15 grams of carbohydrates, 0 to 3 grams of protein, and 0 to 1 gram of fat. So snack foods like crackers and foods prepared with added fat, such as mashed potatoes that include butter and or mayonnaise, will count as 1 starch and 1 fat. The exchange system examples are a half a cup of cooked cereal, grain, or starchy vegetable, 1/3 cup of cooked rice or pasta, 1 ounce of bread product, and 3/4 to 1 ounce of most snack foods. So a 6-inch tortilla is equal to the same thing as a half a cup of bran cereal or 1 slice of whole wheat bread. So let's see some examples of 1 starch exchange. So 1 small baked potato or a half a cup of mashed potatoes. So remember, if you add butter, full fat sour cream, or mayonnaise, you will need to add 1 fat. Okay, a fourth of a large bagel. So that would be half of what you see here would be 1 serving. If you eat one side of the bagel as shown here, that would be 2 starch exchanges. And then if you add fat-free sour cream, that would be a free food. Or if you add the full fat cream cheese, that would be 1 fat exchange. So that's the same thing as a half a cup of cereal. So some cereals may be different, so make sure you always check the serving size on the box. A half a cup of corn, which is a starchy vegetable. And then a hamburger or a hot dog bun is 2 starch exchanges. So 3 halves of the graham crackers or 3/4 ounce of pretzels. Either of these would be a good snack. And if you add peanut butter for the protein, you can count a protein exchange. 1/3 cup of pasta or 1/3 cup of rice. Okay, so here's a list of the starch exchanges. Remember the real life book and your My Day One. When you see the bread icon, that means it's a starch or select a starch. So if if we use bread, either white, whole grain, pumpernickel, rye, unfrosted raisin, one slice is 1 ounce, so that's one starch exchange. Um, so pancakes is considered the bread exchange. You get one 4 inch across. Um, See the different cereals, different types of cereals have different serving sizes. So always make sure you check the box or check the book for your serving size. You have grits is a half a cup, rice, pasta is 1/3 cup. Okay, and then we have the um, starchy vegetables. So that includes corn, peas, potatoes, baked potatoes or sweet potatoes. Winter squash is considered a starchy vegetable. Then you got your spaghetti and your pasta sauce. So the picture we seen earlier would actually be two starch exchanges. You get a half a cup of spaghetti sauce and 1/3 cup of spaghetti. Okay, so here's your crackers. So depending on the kind of crackers there are that you select, depends on how many that you can have. Popcorn with butter, no fat added, or lower fat is all 3 cups. And then you have your beans and peas and lentils, which is one starch plus one meat exchange. So these are a good source of protein as well as your carb for the day. So on a 1500 calorie diet, or I'm sorry, a 1500 calorie eating plan, your daily starches can be 6 servings. Okay, so now let's talk about the fats. Okay, so when you think fat, we think don't eat fat. No, not all fat is bad for you. Your body needs fat to function properly. So eat fat that comes from unsaturated sources like avocados, nuts, and seeds. Cut down on saturated fats in your diet. Less fried foods, butter, lard, and bacon. So a fat exchange is 45 calories. It contains no carbohydrates, no protein, and 5 grams of fat. The examples of one exchange is 1 teaspoon of regular margarine, vegetable oil, or butter, 1 tablespoon of regular salad dressing, 2 tablespoons of avocado or 1 ounce, and 1 tablespoon of pumpkin, sunflower, or sesame seeds. So as you look at it, 6 almonds is 1 serving, is equal to 1 teaspoon of regular mayonnaise, is equal to 1 teaspoon of regular butter. So let's look at some examples of fat. This shows 2 teaspoons of butter. This is whipped butter. If you use stick butter, it's 1 teaspoon. 1.5 teaspoons of peanut butter is also a fat. So a good breakfast or snack might include 1.5 teaspoons of peanut butter and 1 piece of dry toast or bread. So you would have 1 starch exchange and 1 fat. Okay, 6 almonds is 1 fat exchange, or 1 teaspoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of regular mayonnaise, or you can have a tablespoon of reduced fat mayonnaise. Again, check your serving sizes on your food labels. Salad dressing, 1 teaspoon of regular, reduced fat is 2 tablespoons. So here's the list of unsaturated, polyunsaturated fats, and monounsaturated fats. So as you see, the different kind of nuts here have different serving sizes. So don't think all nuts are created equal. So macadamia nuts, you can only have 3, but if you choose almonds, you can have 6. Choose pistachios, and you can have 16. So just keep an eye on the serving size of the type of food that you eat. Here again, mayonnaise is different serving sizes based on your the type of mayonnaise that you're using. Same thing with oil. Same thing with the different kind of seeds and salad dressings. Okay, let's look at saturated fats. So butter, cream, and sour cream, they also have different serving sizes based on the amount of fat that's in the product. Okay, let's look at bacon. 1 slice of bacon is 1 fat. But if you have a larger serving size, such as 2 to 3 pieces, that would consider a high fat meat exchange. On a 1500 calorie eating plan, you can have 5 fats per day. Okay, so we've looked at exchange, all of the exchange groups. Please join me next time to talk about the combo foods. Thank you.